But I'm back with a video. We are going to be reacting to Cupcakes MLP favorite reading Grimdark by the Lost Narrator, suggested to me by Twadzilla Sparkle. Now, I don't know if y'all can tell. I don't know how bright this light actually is. Oh man. But actually, I'm gonna see if y'all can see me. Okay, yeah, it looks like it's doing good. And how bright is that? Yeah, see, y'all might not be able to tell at all, but I'm in the dark right now. It is pitch black. Well, not because I have the light on. But you know, I wanted to do this video in the dark. Hey, it's already nighttime when I'm recording this. What time is it? It's 10:09 right now. Actually, let y'all look. See, it's 10:09. Yes, to do have a reminder to take my medicine because I forget. Okay, that light is so bright. But yeah, let's go ahead and start this, bro. The video's pretty long. The following may contain scenes that are graphic for certain listeners. Listener discretion is advised. The Lost Narrator. Okay, let's go.
The air was warm. A little closer. The sun was shining, and every pony
air was
in
warm.
Ponyville
Sun
was
is
having
shining.
a glorious day.
We're all
the town square was bustling and crowded.
I don't know.
And busy ponies filled the streets. All the pony folk seemed to have somewhere specific to be, all except Rainbow Dash. Her place was in the sky. She tore freely through the air.
I have seen this, by the way,
and then the
but
next,
it's been quite a long time ago.
And racing the winds.
And I want to watch it again.
Pegasus
so shut up.
Over a schoolyard, much to the delight of the children. Then climbed several hundred feet into the air and dove, streaking downward as fast as she could.
I want to prop my phone up.
Seconds before hitting the ground,
right now, so it's a little bit more difficult.
Flew open, and she pulled back up into the clear blue.
I'll make sure y'all can still see
Rainbow
me.
felt alive. Suddenly, Dash remembered she had somewhere to be.
That should be
she
good.
She was supposed to meet Pinkie Pie in 5 minutes. Dash had gotten so caught up in her exercises
that
she had nearly forgot that Pinkie had asked her to meet her at Sugar Cube Corner at 3. Pinkie hadn't said why or what they'd be doing, but Dash knew that with Pinkie, it could be anything. Dash wasn't sure if she really wanted to go, though. Dash was so engaged with their stunts that she thought about blowing Pinkie off to continue flying. But Dash's conscience got the best of her. She knew that it would hurt Pinkie's feelings. After all, Pinkie had said it was going to be something special just for the two of them. Dash considered it and thought, why not? Heck, it might be more pranking. Pinkie might have found a bunch more fun stuff to pull on folks. And they had so much fun the last time. Dash kicked it into overdrive to make up for the lost time, and sped to her appointment. When Dash walked into the store, she was immediately greeted by her
my rapper name on the bottom.
Who was bouncing in excitement.
Yay, you're here! I've been waiting all day!
Said the jumping pony.
It's cold!
Sorry if I'm a little late, Pinkie. I was doing my afternoon exercises and lost track of time.
Dash apologized. Pinkie giggled and responded in a gleeful, assuring tone.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm just checking, guys.
What's a few more minutes? I've been so excited thinking about all the fun stuff we're gonna do. I haven't stopped bouncing since I woke up. I mean,
will this plant get on y'all's nerves?
Dash gave a slightly uncomfortable laugh. She had always appreciated Pinkie's friendly, outgoing way of life, but Pinkie's overabundant enthusiasm almost creeped her out. Dash maintained a polite expression, however. If Pinkie was this worked up, whatever she had planned must be good.
So, you ready to get started, Rainbow Dash? I've got everything all ready.
The pink pony said. Dash psyched herself up.
You bet, Pinkie. So what do you got planned? We gonna prank somebody? I got a couple of good ones I've been thinking about. Or maybe you've got some stunts you can
the plant being in the way. And all this stuff in the background.
Pinkie happily announced.
Phone fell.
Dash was disappointed.
Pinkie, you know I'm not good at baking. Remember last time? Oh, that's not a problem at all.
Last time.
I don't need your help making them. I'll be doing most of the work.
Pinkie explained.
Okay.
Dash thought about it for a second.
Because Dash would be incapacitated.
I guess that's okay. What exactly do you want me to do? That's the spirit. Here you go.
Incapacitated.
Pinkie handed Dash a cupcake. Dash was puzzled.
Yeah.
I thought I was helping you bake. Oh, you will be. I made this one just for you before you got here. So, is this like taste testing or something? Sorta.
It's a poisonous cupcake.
Dash shrugged and popped the pastry into her mouth. She chewed a bit and swallowed.
Shut up.
Not bad.
That is so
now what?
Dash asked.
Now you die.
Now?
Pinkie informed her.
Go to sleep.
Take a nap.
Or you take a nap, fine.
Dash opened her mouth, but felt instantly lightheaded. A wave of dizziness
sleep
washed
came
over
on.
her.
Time for me to go to bed, guys.
And seconds later, she collapsed onto the floor. When
Come on,
Dash
give us the
regained
process, Pinky. Start killing her.
she found
We all know
herself
what
in a
you're gonna
dark
do.
room. She tried to shake her head, but found a taut leather strap held
sure
it
it's still
firmly in
recording.
place. She struggled more, but the braces around her chest and limbs glued her to the rack formed from a series
good
of
enough.
sturdy planks, which spread her legs wide apart.
I'm just
Dash's
checking this,
wings were
guys.
the only part of her not tied down, and they fluttered frantically while she struggled to escape. As she writhed,
that should be
Pinky
good.
jumped suddenly into her line of sight.
Goody, you're awake. Now we
I'm
can
not
get
used to recording
started.
like this.
Pinky stated gleefully. She
I'm used to
bounded
seeing
into
my
the
face when I
darkness
record.
and quickly
Sorry.
reappeared, pushing a small
It's a work in
cart
progress,
covered with
okay?
a cloth.
Pinky, what's going on? I can't move.
Dash said urgently.
Really? You can't move? I didn't know you couldn't move.
That's because you're tied down.
Chided Pinky.
She just said it out there.
I didn't think you need to be told that. But why? What's happening?
Dang.
I thought you said I was going to make cupcakes. You are helping. You see, I ran out of the special ingredient, and I need you to get more. Special ingredient?
You
Dash
are
was now
more.
breathing heavily and
Well,
starting
you
to
are the
panic.
special ingredient.
What special ingredient?
Pinky giggled and responded.
You silly.
Dash's
Obviously,
eyes widened,
Dash, she.
and her face contorted in
You
fear.
silly.
She started to laugh and
See what Doug did
said,
there?
in a voice bordering on hysteria,
Whew, you really got me there, Pinkie Pie. I mean, tricking me into thinking I'm gonna get me into a cupcake? I gotta tell you, this is the best prank yet. You win, you're the best.
Pinky only giggled even more.
Aw, thanks, Dash. But I haven't done any pranks today, so I can't accept your praise.
Dash was struggling again.
Pinky, come on. This isn't funny. Then why are you laughing?
Before Dash
Yeah,
could
why are
answer,
you laughing, Dash, if this
Pinky
ain't
grabbed
funny?
the cloth
Huh?
and whipped it off of the cart.
I just popped
On the
my
cart
neck.
was a
Ow.
tray
That
containing
hurt.
various sharp medical tools and knives, carefully organized and wickedly sharp, as well as a
I gotta
large
check it again,
medical
I'm sorry.
bag.
I'm paranoid.
Dash was in full panic mode. She was starting to hyperventilate. Her mind
Okay, I'm
raced
good, not
as she
checking it
tried
ever
to
again.
reason with the pink pony.
I'm a liar.
You can't do this, Pinky. I'm your friend. I know you are, and that's why I'm so happy that I got you here. We get to share your last moments together, just you and me.
Pinky
Last
skipped
moment.
again.
But other ponies
Oh,
will wonder where I
heck
am.
nah.
When the clouds pile up, they'll come looking for me, and then you'll get found out.
Dash cried out in desperation.
Oh, Dash.
Pinky said,
I'm gonna move the phone
Don't
right
worry.
here.
There are plenty of Pegasus ponies to take care of a few clouds. And besides, no pony will find out. I mean, how long do you think I've been doing this?
And with that ominous statement, the lights
Put it right here on
suddenly
the plant.
came to life and revealed the
There we
rest
go.
of the room.
Oh, no.
Fit the rest of the room,
Dash
huh?
reeled in horror at
What
the
was in
images
there,
presented
Dash?
to her.
Go
The
ahead,
room
say
was
it. Don't let the
decorated
lost
with a
narrator
typical
tell
but
us.
twisted Pinkie Pie flair. Colorful streamers of dried entrails fluttered around the ceiling.
Well,
Brightly painted skulls of all sizes
that's
were
a nice
attached to
picture.
the walls.
Warning, this
and
video's gonna have
organs
graphic
done up in
content.
pastels filled with
I forgot to
helium
say
were
that.
tied
The
to
video
back
did,
of
but I
chairs.
forgot to say that.
The tables
Good.
and chairs were made of bones and the preserved flesh of past ponies. Dash
I don't remember the
cringed
chairs
upon seeing
being made
the
out of
centerpiece
bone.
of the table nearest to her.
I don't
The
remember
heads
that.
of 4 foals, their eyes closed as if they were sleeping, were wearing party hats made of their own skin.
I don't remember that
With a
either.
thrill of terror, Dash recognized one of them as Apple Bloom's classmate, Twist.
Made of their own
Dash's eyes
skin?
darted back and forth, and then fell
I've
upon the
missed a lot
patchwork
when I
banner
watched this
hanging
before.
from the rafters.
Holy crap.
Made from several tanned pony hides, the words, "Life is a party," were scrawled on it in blood red.
I have missed
Dash's
so
attention
freaking
was
much.
brought back by a party horn, unfurling and
Bro.
tickling her nose. She gaped at Pinkie Pie, who was standing right in front of her. The party pony was wearing a
Gaped?
dress quilted from dried
I don't
skin,
know.
emblazoned with cutie marks. On her back fluttered 6 Pegasus wings, all different colors. As
Man.
the earth pony skipped in excitement, her necklace
Crazy.
of severed unicorn horns clacked together loudly.
Like it?
Pinkie asked,
No.
I mean it myself.
desperately.
Well, that's
Dash
terrible.
pleaded with the smiling pony before her.
Pinky, please. I'm sorry if I did anything to you. I didn't mean it. Please let me go. I promise I
Trying to
won't
pop
tell
his
anybody.
lid back out, bro.
Oh, Dash,
Liz
you
popped
didn't
in.
do anything. It's just
Hopefully y'all can see
your
that.
number came up and, well,
Not that it
I know
matters,
the
but-
rules. We can't turn back now.
Oh,
Dash was
Got
tearing
it.
up. How could this be happening?
Aw,
Oh, it's
don't
cold.
be sad, Dash.
Said Pinkie.
don't be sad,
This will
Dad.
cheer you up. I
I'm
brought
just going to kill you, and that's all that's going to happen,
Seemingly
so
out of
don't
nowhere,
worry about it.
Pinkie
Not gonna cut
produced
your
a
cutie mark
brightly
out,
painted blue
rip
and
out your
yellow
wings.
skull.
Nah, it's
It was
gonna
about pony size,
shoot you in the head.
but it had a very defining
Totally.
feature. a beak.
Okay, where'd that boy at?
Dash gaped in shock.
Is that
Gilda?
Dash
Yeah.
just came together. Each pony's her name. Oh, sweet.
I knew it was
Pinky
Gilda.
mimicked.
I caught her right before she left town. Remember when I left the party for about 20 minutes? That wasn't enough time to play with her, of course. I had to wait until after the party to
Play
do
with
that.
her.
But
Chill.
boy, am I glad I did.
Pause.
It was worth it for the flavor alone. Griffith's
I'm
tastes
sorry.
like 2 animals at once. It's amazing. I know she'd
Had
have a
to
number
say
like
it.
everyone else in Ponyville, but when was I gonna get another chance to try Griffin? I probably should have asked where she came from so I could have gotten more. But I forgot. I'll tell you what though, she was quite the fighter. She
You
lasted
know where
a
she came
long
from,
time,
Pinky.
which was a lot of fun for me.
Griffinstone.
I got the chance to play with somebody other than a pony
Right?
and try new things.
Am I wrong?
It's too bad she had such a meanie mouth. She said so much bad stuff, I just had to take your tongue out. You know, bad language makes for bad feelings, Rainbow Dash.
Dash didn't have anything to say. She just sobbed and writhed in her tight bonds.
Well, that's enough
Take her
reminiscing.
tongue
Said
out.
Pinky, with an air of finality.
It's time to begin.
Putting down Gilda's skull,
I
the
have
pink
missed
pony
so
gripped the
much when I
scalpel
first
in the
watched this,
cleft of her
bro.
hoof and
Clearly.
walked over to Dash's right flank. Without any flair, Pinky placed the blade an inch above Dash's cutie mark and began a circular cut around it. Dash cried out in pain and tried desperately to pull away, but
I'm
the
getting
braces
creeped out,
held her
actually.
still. Finishing the incision, Pinky
Only time I'm going to pause it just so y'all can hear me say this. Because I don't know how well y'all can hear me. And I don't want to talk over the, the video as much. But I can't go on for too long or else I'll run out of storage on the phone. And that won't be good. But, because it will end the recording, obviously. But, I don't know what it is about being in the dark. But it makes everything 10 times creepier. It does. I'm telling you the truth. Of course, there's a big blaring light shining right in my eyes. And it burns a lot. I'm doing it for you guys. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Yeah, yo. But it makes it so much creepier being in the dark.
grabbed the curved
It
skinning
really
knife from
does.
the tray. Screwing up her face in concentration, she worked it under Dash's skin and sliced the hide away from the muscle. Dash grounded her teeth as she tearfully watched her flesh peel off.
This is
Pinky
one of
then
my favorite
moved to the other
creepypastas, by
side
the way.
and repeated the process on Dash's
Rainbow
left flank.
Factory is my favorite,
When
but
she
this is one of my
finished,
favorites.
Pinky held up both cutie
Probably
marks
like
in
fourth
front
favorite.
of her and started waving them like pom-poms. Dash
The vent came on. I'm sorry about that. I thought it wouldn't come on this whole time. I'm sorry.
just whimpered. Her thighs burnt like nothing she had felt before.
I'll try to turn the video up more for you guys, but I don't know how well it's
Placing
going
the
to work.
ragged patches of skin down, Pinky selected a large butcher knife and walked behind the blue
Or
Pegasus.
butcher knife,
Hope you
bro.
don't mind. I think I'm gonna wing it now.
Also, the
Pinky
vent
laughed.
literally took away
She
the
grabbed
atmosphere
Dash's
of the
left wing in
creepiness,
her
bro.
mouth
The creepy
and
factor,
played
bro.
with it for a few seconds,
I hate that vent,
yanking
man.
it back so the sharp pain reignited the fire in Dash's flanks.
Wish I lived by myself. I
Then,
could turn it off
stretching
whenever I
out the
wanted.
wing,
But
Pinky brought
Is
the
what it
blade
is.
down hard at the base. Instantly, Dash screamed and thrashed her appendage.
she take
The
off
movement
both
threw
wings
off
or just
Pinky's
one? I
aim.
can't remember.
She tried to hit the mark again but missed and carved a huge slice into Dash's back.
Dash, you gotta be still and I'll keep missing.
Scolded Pinky as her friend howled. Pinky took another whack and hit her target. She swung again and again. Blood sprayed into the air, and Pinky realized she wasn't getting anywhere. The blade just wasn't going through the bone.
No.
I guess I forgot to sharpen it. I'll try something else.
Stated Pinky matter-of-factly as she tossed the knife over her shoulder, embedding the blade in the table. Through a haze of pain and tears, Dash heard the sound of a metal box opening and closing.
Got it. See, Dash? Why do they call it a hacksaw? It doesn't hack. Hacking was what I was doing with the knife. This is just a saw. I don't get it.
Pinky placed the tool over the mangled flesh of the last attempt. Standing on her hind
Man.
legs, she worked the saw back and forth with her front hooves. It sliced effortlessly through the bone and skin. The feeling of jagged teeth grinding into her made Dash want to vomit. She watched numbly as her wing flew over her head and landed with a fluff on the table. Pinky moved to the next wing and started
Woo,
sawing.
bro.
Dash didn't struggle this time. She'd given up trying to fight and focused on
Yeah.
choking back screams of agony. Abruptly, the sawing paused.
Why not
Pinky
scream
was
as loud
only
as you can?
halfway
You're going to
done,
die anyways.
the
It don't
wing
matter.
hanging off by a sliver.
Hey, Dash!
Pinky piped up.
I know no one can hear you, but
Suddenly, Pinky yanked the wing as hard as she could. The bone snapped,
So
but
she
the
did
blue
tear off
Pegasus
both
skin
wings, okay.
held. then tore away. The pull ripped away a long strip of flesh all the way down Dash's back to her rump. Her body sieged at the unexpected trauma. As her pelvis tensed up, Dash felt a warm release between her legs, and her loud, unending melody of pain filled the room. Unable to catch her breath,
but
she blacked out.
Told y'all once, I'm telling y'all again. I think it gets worse from here. From what I remember.
Dash woke up with a gasp. The stench of her urine filled her mucus-caked nostrils. As her vision swam into focus,
I know.
She saw a very pouty Pinkie Pie, removing a large adrenaline needle from her chest. Stomping her hooves, the frustrated Pinkie lashed out at her
adrenaline needle. That's how Dash woke up so quickly. Adrenaline needle.
How would you like it if I came over to your house and fell asleep? Oh, I'm sorry, Dash. You're so boring. I think I'll take a nap. You think I always like doing this by myself? I told you how excited I was when I found out you were next. I was excited to have a friend be here with me while I work, but no. You gotta be inconsiderate. You know, I thought you were tough. I thought you could handle anything. I had full stand-up better than you, but I had to baby you. Huh? Is that how you want me to remember you? As a baby?
As Pinkie stopped to catch her breath,
she's hard.
Dash blinked and sobbed softly. Her back was in agony, her sides were on fire, and there was an intense pain in one of her legs. As she blinked again, she saw Pinkie pop something red into her mouth and begin to chew. Noticing Dash's stare, Pinkie quickly gulped the morsel down.
What?
Pinkie asked.
Oh, this?
She held up another piece.
Well, while you were asleep, I got a little impatient and helped myself to a small sample. I got it from your leg. You're not bad. Want to try some?
Pinkie shoved the strip of meat into the revolted Pegasus pony's mouth. Dash gagged and immediately spit it out. Pinkie frowned and picked up the chunk of flesh.
If you didn't want it, you could have said no.
She contemplated the discarded snotty morsel, then gulped it up.
It's not like you hadn't had my cupcakes before.
Swallowing, Pinkie turned her attention to a small can on the tray. She removed the lid, revealing that it was filled with red-hot coals.
I hate this.
Lying on top of the coals were several large nails.
I forgot she made her do that.
Her veins,
oh,
Dash
man.
began to panic. Picking up the can, Pinkie walked over to Dash's left. Holding some tongs in her mouth, Pinkie carefully picked up the nail and positioned it at the seam between her victim's front left leg and hoof. She then grabbed a hammer and took careful aim.
Getting crucified, bro.
Dash screamed. The hammer came down and the nail punctured Dash's skin. The white-hot burning was too much.
Hey, Jesus went through it.
Dash screamed as she pulled and thrashed at the braces, causing her raw skin to rub and tear.
He didn't have
Pinkie tried to line up another nail, but couldn't find her aim, and let out a frustrated grunt. When Pinkie brought the hammer back up to take a wild swing,
he still had it worse
Dash
than you.
burst out crying and begging.
Please stop! Please stop!
Pinkie rolled her eyes. Putting down the hammer and tongs, she walked back in front of her friend and stared pensively at the broken Pegasus. Gilda didn't even cry this much when she had a live Paris right shoved down her throat. Pinkie thought for a minute about what to do next, then suddenly had a spark of inspiration. Rotating a wheel on the rack, Pinkie laid Dash on her back, then moved to Dash's hind legs, bringing the can with her. Picking up her tools, Pinkie drove a searing hot spike of metal directly into the bottom of Dash's hoof. As Dash yelled in pain, Pinkie moved around and drove a second nail into the other hoof. Next, Pinkie went back to her cart and located an enormous battery and controller, which she dragged over to where she was working. She tied copper wires between the terminals and the nails driven into Dash's hooves, then gave Dash a wink and flipped the switch. Electricity rocketed through Dash's body. The blue pony reacted immediately. Her body seized and her muscles snapped taut. Dash's hips thrusted skyward, her eyes rolled back, and she let out a deep throat-shredding cry. Pinkie giggled and danced in place, then reached down and turned up the juice. Dash convulsed uncontrollably, and her bladder empty once more. After about 5 minutes, Pinkie shut off the power. Wisps of steam rose from the singed fur around Dash's hooves, and the area reeked of cooked flesh and burnt enamel. Pinkie rotated Dash upright again and tried slapping the drooling, delirious pony back to attention.
Dash?
Still recording?
Rainbow Dash? Wait,
Dash moaned and managed to give a modicum of weak acknowledgement. Pinky studied her handiwork, then reached
Phone
into
getting
the
hot?
medicine
That's
bag
not
and
good.
produced a large syringe.
Alright, time for the last round.
Dash focused bleakly on the needle,
The
which
last
Pinky
round?
took as a question as to what it
What's
was.
the last round?
This is a little something to take the pain away.
Pinky informed Dash
Take the
as she
pain
walked
away,
around
cook
her
it that
victim's
first in.
ruined back. Dash
bit my
flinched
lip.
as Pinky jabbed the needle into the lower part of the blue pony's spine. Moving in front of her friend again, Pinky
Never
leaned
mind,
down
don't
and
do that first.
elaborated.
In a few minutes, you won't be able to feel anything below your ribcage. Then you'll be able to stay awake to watch the harvest.
Dash started to cry
The
again.
harvest. What the freak is
She
that?
choked out.
Yeah?
I want to go home.
She sobbed,
Yeah, I can see you wanting to do that.
replied the party pony.
Sometimes I just want to give up. Say, I'm done with this mess and go to bed. But you know what?
Why don't you?
You can't shrug off your responsibilities. You gotta pull yourself up and meet the challenges head on.
Responsibilities?
That's the only way you're gonna get ahead in life.
Dash hung her head and cried.
Responsibilities.
Minutes passed as the drug took effect.
Responsibility.
Eventually,
That's
Dash was
6
completely
syllables?
numb from her chest to her flanks.
Man.
At this point,
Anyways.
Pinky approached with a scalpel. Glancing at Dash and smiling, Pinky
was
made
so
a
random.
long horizontal cut across the Pegasus pony's pelvis, just above her crotch. Moving up Dash's body,
Ooh.
Pinky made a
Ooh.
similar incision under her ribs.
Ooh, that's hurting me,
Finally,
bro.
Pinky made a long vertical cut down Dash's stomach, connecting the first two.
Looks like I got my eye on you, Dash.
Changing the AirPod out. It's hurting my
Pinky
ear.
giggled. With a moist, gooey sound, the flaps of skin opened.
This ear's very
the
sore
sight of
from
her
it.
own organs, and the lack of feeling caused Dash.
I have my AirPods in like 99% of the time, so that's why this ear hurts like crazy, because I always have it in this ear. So I have to switch it every
His
once in a while.
breath to intensify. Pinky carefully sliced open Dash's abdominal sac and grabbed her large intestines. As she separated the organs from the rest of the digestive tract and pulled it out of the new cavity, Pinky grew jovial. Laughing as she gutted her friend, Pinky began to make jokes. Dash, growing weak from this new source of blood loss, desperately tried to shut out the macabre comedy act.
Look at me. I'm Rarity.
Pinky laughed, slinging the intestinal tube around her neck and spraying blood in all directions.
Isn't my new scarf so pretty?
Reaching back inside, she sliced the smaller intestines off of its bowels. Squeezing out the excess excrement, Pinky filed the slimy organ through her teeth and dragged it back and forth.
And this is my first everyday Dash.
Dash was barely aware of what was going on anymore. The shock was causing her to fade. Disappointed,
I don't know
Pinky
what to say,
dived
bro.
into
I'm
the blue
speechless.
Pegasus gut, ramping up her routine.
Aw, don't go yet, Dash.
Pinky started to pull out the rest of Dash's organs, pausing with each
Of course
removal.
she did.
I know it can be real pancreas, but you know I'm just kidding with you. You really gotta learn to liver it up. Boy, these jokes are getting flatter. Guess you guys about the
I'm sorry, but those were kind of good, okay? I'm sorry. I like those.
Pinky placed the discarded body parts
I
in a
am
bucket,
so sick,
keeping
bro.
the
I need
last one
help.
for a bit longer.
I don't need help. I need God.
She
I need
said,
God's help.
placing the end of Dash's esophagus into her mouth and the stomach under her armpit. She squeezed, and a spurt of acid hit her tongue.
Ew! Oh, hey, look, there's your cupcake, Dash.
Dash didn't hear her tormentor. She had slipped from consciousness minutes ago. Pinky, not yet satisfied, hit Dash with another adrenaline shot. Dash woke up for the last time, her heart pounding. Warm blood flowed out of the wound in her chest, with great spurts. It wouldn't be long now. Pinky brought Dash around onto her back again and straddled the blue pony's chest, scalpel at the ready.
You know, Rainbow Dash,
I'm
I'm
speechless.
disappointed. I thought you would have lasted longer. I really wanted to spend more time with you before we got here.
Pause.
But I guess it's my fault.
Should have said
I
pause,
should
Pinkie
take it a little
Pie.
slower.
You fruity.
Oh well. Really nice knowing you, Dash.
The blade sunk into the blue throat and worked its way up Dash's chin. Coming back down, Pinky's scalpel then circled Dash's neck. The last thing Rainbow Dash felt was her skin being cut away from her skull and the metal blade scraping her teeth. Then she was gone.
God. God, that hurt. Oh, that hurt me, bro. Oh, man, I'm gonna turn this light on, bro. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna leave it off because I don't know how the lighting will mess with the flashlight on my phone. But probably won't do nothing. But jeez, that hurt. Okay, I'm gonna go end this video here just so it not. Excuse me, man, just so it's not too long. Okay. So, oh, this is so bright. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment below. And as always, peace out.